Gemini, it's CJ here. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. This is going to be your October general 2022 reading, Gemini. And please remember, just take only what flows to you and leave the rest behind as per usual. I hope you're doing really, really great. This reading will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. And what else do I have to say? There's a few beautiful things that are happening in the month of October for all of us collectively. We have this full moon on October 9th in Aries, and Aries is all about I am, right? So it's going to be this really special time for us to really start connecting with truly who we are and what we stand for, what we want, as well as it being a full moon. As we all know, full moons are the big crescendo, right? It's that big blow up of what do I need to release? What do I know is working, and make those decisions so that as we start to move more into October, we're really kind of aligning ourselves with what we're really wanting to manifest and bring into our world. We also have that new moon in Scorpio that will be happening on October 25th, Gemini, and really kind of special time as well because, you know, Scorpio is all about death, rebirth. It's about taxes and all that stuff too, but more importantly, the energy I've been getting really downloaded on and that I've been focusing on here for October is that it seems like there's just a lot of energy in the month of October to really sift through the shit. Sift through what is good and sift through what is not feeling so great, and really kind of making those adjustments, Gemini, because it's going to be really powerful. Mercury retrograde starts going forward on October 2nd, so this is a major opportunity to really kind of get set up and start moving in the direction that you're wanting to, if you're feeling like things haven't been lining up for you lately. All right, let's get into your reading. I'm going to stop babbling here, and I see that my computer just kind of did a little pause, which is so typical for me anyways, but let's just ignore it. Okay, Gemini, let's get into it. Thank you also for all your support. I feel pretty excited about your reading. We're going to start. I'm going to get you a divine animal oracle, and then we'll move into the 9-card spread. Okay, Gemini, what's going on for Gemini for October 2022? What energy, what animal energy, spirit do you have for a beautiful Gemini? Show me clearly, Gemini. We have bison, which is about rituals. Wow, okay. And on the bottom we have work. All right. Well, Gemini, you are definitely not a person, soul that is afraid of hard work. You work really hard. I have Geminis in my life. My dad was a Gemini as well, and I love Gemini energy. It's just so, you guys are just so mesmerizing when you speak. You're very attractive. You have really great things to say and to share, and you also teach along the way, Gemini. So this feels really wonderful for you with beaver and bison. Let me start off with bison. So the energy of bison, it is all about rituals, things that you do that you love to do, or that bring you groundedness, that connect you to your center and connect you to what makes you feel good, Gemini. So this could be something as simple as getting up every morning and you go for a walk, or you know, you have that cup of coffee or that cup of tea. It could be whatever kind of rituals that you do that always brings you back to who you are, even in the hecticness of life. So I feel like they're really wanting you to tap into that a lot over the month of October, so that you are always kind of approaching everything moving forward from a place of strength, not wearing yourself down. And you know, because when we get exhausted and we get overwhelmed and we're not taking care of ourselves, it is much easier for us to slip up. It's much easier for certain pressures to kind of take hold. So that's really the energy I feel Spirit is saying to you. It is number 35, reduces down to number 8. 8 is, you know, the divine number, right? It is, you know, it is, oh my God, infinity. Sometimes the words just leave me as I'm trying to channel here. It's about affinity. So doing the things that feel natural but feel really good to you and for you. Then we have beaver, which I said is all about work. And like I said, you're a hard worker. Number 27, which is a 9, which for me is a very beautiful number as well. 3, 6, and 9, those are my faves. My hand just started shaking there. That's interesting. If you think about a beaver, right? They are constantly working. They're constantly working to provide their a home for their family. They work together in unison to stop the dam, to build the dam. It's where they live. And if you've ever walked on those trails where you see trees that have been, I live in Canada, so I see it often. Trees have just been chewed down to this beautiful fine point, which tells you something about the beaver's ability to really be very concise on what they are doing, if that makes sense. They don't just kind of cut it off, chew it off, and it's all random. There's a form to how they chew the tree down so that they can use it, right? And in that is some kind of beautiful creativity, some kind of spark of just innovational kind of energy. And I feel like that is what Spirit is saying you are or will be embodying over the month of October. There's a lot of work that you're going to be doing. Right now, I'm feeling that this feels positive, but it also feels that it could become hectic for you. Gemini, the Geminis I know, you guys rarely say no. Like when you've got 20 things to do and someone comes along and says, oh, hey, Gemini, could you do this for me? You almost always say yes, because you've just got such a big, beautiful heart. So the message I'm getting here is that regardless of how fast things are going for you, regardless of how many things you have on your to-do list, it's going to be really important for you to find that gorgeous balance. And that is what Libra season is all about, is bringing the scales into balance, making sure everything is aligning up for you so that you can not only bring great things into your life, but also to recharge and keep yourself just in that really nice ebb and flow energy. Okay, let's get into your tarot now. Ooh, I like this energy. So let's see what Spirit has for you. All right, let's begin. 9 cards for Gemini, please, for October 2022. What's going on for Gemini? Thank you. We got a big stack. We'll take those to start. We have the 8 of Swords, followed by the Knight of Wands, followed by the 10 of Cups. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, there's that 8 of Swords. There's that need for you to be taking that time out, doing the rituals, nurturing yourself so that you're feeding your mind with the positive flow and not allowing anything that could be more low vibing to get in your way. We have the Ace of Swords. Wow, gorgeous. 8 of Cups, followed by the 9 of Wands. There's that determination that I was speaking that you always have. You guys really just kind of, well, you never quite give up. You're very persistent, and it's such a beautiful quality that you have. Look, I think there's good things coming your way. We have the 10 of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands. Right now we have the 8 of Cups sitting in the center of the spread, which I think is going to be very important. Look on the bottom, we have the 10 of Pentacles showing up in your reading. So this could be indicating that there's going to be a large amount of money coming towards you. If it's not money, it could also just be, whatever things that you love, material things that you love, or even your self-confidence getting really charged this month. But let's continue. I need 3 more, Spirit, for Gemini. Gemini, like Ace of Swords, that's you showing up here. 3 cards, please. Show me clearly. Okay. The 3 of Pentacles. You are definitely creating something here. The 4 of Cups. And 1 more for Gemini. Show me clearly, please. Oh, well, we got 4. Got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, and when I was shuffling off camera, she kept showing up twice on the bottom of the deck. So I thought, I wonder if that's going to be connected to Gemini, and here it is. Here she is showing up. But we do have 4 cards here, and I'm going to take them all. We've got the 6 of Swords. Beautiful. So followed by Justice. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's Libra's sign. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Now we got a pair, and we have the 7 of Wands. Let's get into your reading. Okay, so this is what I feel. Gemini, in a nutshell, I feel that you are getting such clarity in your mind this month. Ace of Swords is this brand new awakening. It's almost like the aha moment where everything starts to make absolute clarity to you and absolute makes sense. It's almost like you are, I feel like you're going up. Like the feeling they're giving me is almost like you're rising. You're rising in some way here. Now this is a general reading, so please, like I said, only take what flows to you, Gemini. But this could be love, it could be career, it could be family, it could be all of those things. It's general, so I'm going to keep the energy that way. But there's this huge light bulb moment that is coming to you. It's also like, it feels like your crown chakra, which is interesting because I've been really feeling the crown chakra energy lately. It's like your crown chakra is just illuminating. Think of, because what I'm seeing right now, you know those sparklers when it's your birthday or someone's birthday and we use candles or whatever, but they're those sparklers that you light and they kind of like little fireworks. They're giving me that with the Ace of Swords. So that feels really positive because it almost feels like you get this idea or you get this clarity of the way that you're thinking and the way you want to move. It could even be an invention that you're creating. Wow, some of you guys might really be creating something here. And it is going to be magic is what I feel. It's like celebrations and fireworks going off. Okay, this is great. But I have to say, there's going to also be a moment sometime here where you are really, that clarity that you're getting, this awakening, whatever this is for you, Gemini, it is also showing you clearly of what you don't want anymore and what is no longer, part of your world that's going to really help you move forward. The Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups being in the center position is pretty strong because it is saying that you are getting to a place, if you're not there right now, where you truly are getting in alignment with yourself and you're understanding that not everyone and everything is meant to be part of your life forever. Some people, some situations are only meant to be part of a season. For others of you, this could be just a complete change of the way you've been seeing things, even the way that you've been talking to yourself. Eight of Swords showing up here. And you're really making the necessary adjustments, almost like you're not allowing yourself to put energy into anything that would be considered more of a low vibe energy. You're putting it towards a high vibe. And another way I can put that is, I feel like you're focusing on what you want, not on what you don't have or what you don't want. It's like this shift is happening. And man, Gemini, is it shifting things for you in a big, 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 bold, beautiful way. We're going from the Eight of Swords, which is that energy of I'm trapped, I can't find my way out, I feel like I'm just in blinder mode, I feel scared, it can be fear, it can be stress, it can be anxiety. A lot of times the Eight of Swords is always referred to, not always, but often, it is referred to as our own self-imposed misbeliefs, I'll put it that way. Like thinking that you're not going to be successful, telling yourself that it might not be possible, saying that, oh, I might not be able to do that, what if I can't do that? It's that self-doubt. But I feel that there's going to be this huge shift for you in the month of October where you are really understanding that that is not serving you anymore and you are really letting it go. This, again, could be people that you're walking away from. As I started this reading for you, Gemini, I was getting that energy of giving your good heart and how you give. And, unfortunately, a lot of people take. Not everyone. I mean, there's so many beautiful people out there. You're one of them. But there are some other people out there that they're not elevated, as I said, like you are, in the way that they're able to really recognize that, perhaps they're a bit more of a user energy than a giving energy. So I feel like this is getting very clear for you in the month. You're also following something that really lights your heart up with the Knight of Wands. It's like you're freeing yourself from feeling stuck and you're moving yourself into a new exciting time. The Knight of Wands is fire, so you might have a placement, or you might be dealing with someone that is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. But I love the Knight of Wands here because it's like you're going from feeling stuck and not being able to move to, wow, make room, people, because here I am, and I am absolutely going after my desires, my passions, and I'm going to do it with full conviction of what feels good to me and a whole lot less of worrying about what anyone else may need or think of me, which is so bloody healthy and beautiful to see here. We have the Ten of Cups, Gemini. So whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, it feels and it seems that you are on this path of really finding beautiful balance in your life, in your love life. And as I said, we did have the Ten of Pentacles. Financially, this could be a decision that you're making. It could be some idea that you're coming up with that is very creative and that you're very passionate about. And it's almost like it's going to be successful with the Knight of Wands. She doesn't have a worry in the world. She is just believing and knowing and feeling and making success happen. You have the Nine of Wands telling me again, that's that you are defying anything or anyone that tells you you can't go after what you want. You're saying, no, I'm not listening to that anymore. I am staying firm and I'm going for what I want. At the same time, leaving behind anything that has been obstacles for you. On bottom row, we have the Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. This is really, really nice because the Three of Pentacles is talking about coming together with others to collaborate, to work together, to put three different things together that really work in unison. This could be saying that you're going to be doing something, a project or even a career or something like that with two other people. This could even be a business or something that you might be working on with close friends or even family here. But the point of the energy of Three of Pentacles is that there's growth, there's movement, there's no more stagnation, there's no more worrying about, oh, I can't do this. It's like all of a sudden you're just recharging your entire system. And I know that because justice is showing up. We're in Libra season, and the fact that Libra's card is showing up here, it is telling me that the scales are getting balanced. There is truth being told. You might be speaking your truth. You might be telling people off, Gemini, that you are really finally like, you know what? That's it. I'm not going to tolerate this stuff. I'm not listening to this anymore. And I'm freeing myself from it. It can mean a lot of different things, but justice is about the sword of truth. And that sort of truth being used in order to get the scales back into balance, no matter how out of line they have been. And I feel for some of you, it has been quite out of line. You know, I feel like you've been getting kind of the short end of the stick is what they're giving me. You've been working. But how much energy have you put in towards yourself? Just consider that, right? Because the Four of Cups is also here, and it's kind of that feeling of like, I'm getting it two ways from Spirit. They're saying it's like that feeling where you're like, oh my God, I'm getting tired. I'm getting burnt out. I don't know how much longer can I do this, or when is this big shift going to happen for me? And that is why they're saying you got to nurture yourself and do those things that make you feel really connected to you, because there is this fourth cup here that I don't feel, perhaps at this moment, that you're able to see. And this fourth cup, Gemini, it has all the magic in it. It is what the Ten of Cups is. You know, it is that rainbow effect. It is, remember I said the fireworks? That's what I'm getting here. That is around the corner for you. Definitely, because we have the Six of Swords. So all of what, if there's areas of your life, people, places, things, however it may resonate with you, you're really coming to a deep awareness of what is good for you and what is not good for you. And I feel that October, you're going to be taking charge and you are going to be really standing up for what is going to be great for you first. And as Spirit always kind of tries to give this to me, although it's not always easy, especially when you're a giver like you are, Gemini. And when I say giver, I know that you're very strong, and I know that you are very brilliant, but you also, like, again, you have that gorgeous heart, right? So the thing here is about you really trying to follow this if this fits for you. I always get from Spirit is that it's okay to take care of yourself first. You got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of the people that matter to you. And that is really, really true, although it can be uncomfortable, and a lot of times you may not even be used to that, you know? So it's kind of like a retraining, a reprogramming of shifting the way that you may have been living your life and people have taken advantage of you. It feels kind of like a Sagittarius reading that I did a little bit here. But nevertheless, look, they're telling you you got to really put the distance, the boundary, whatever it is, around anyone or anything that might be trying to knock you off of the direction that you're going. Seven of Wands is just that. Protecting yourself, kind of being a little bit on the defensive, because you don't need anyone getting in the way of your big goals and your big dreams, which I feel you have a lot, because the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is saying there is a lot of wealth coming to you. And not only on the financial level, but I do feel things not like it's balancing out even on the emotional level, but even on the physical level in some way here for you. You know, this could be a relationship that, or a partnership even, that really comes together. And when it comes together, this collaboration even, there's a lot of money that is coming towards you. And you're going to be stable and sound for a very, very long time. If not, you know, if not for good, really, because this is what it feels like. We do have the Hermit underneath the Queen of Pentacles, which could be suggesting that there is that need for you to really go inward, get that clarity, recognize what is working for you and recognize what isn't, and then remove it. I know it's not always easy, Gemini, especially if it's people, right? But it's not about releasing people that are good for you. It's about releasing anything that isn't good for you. I hope that makes sense. We do have Judgment underneath that as well. So 2 major arcanas. And Judgment is all about the choice that you make. It will be final. And it also is about you really allowing yourself to rise up and be that beautiful soul that has a renewed energy level, like renewing your tank. Judgment is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So for some of you, you might have been going through some really, really tough times. And honestly, in this life that we're living, it is pretty tough right now. You know, there's so much craziness going on in this world, Gemini. So I can completely relate with this. But I want to tell you that the energy Spirit is giving me is that you are going to be very successful and very happy here. Remember to take time out for yourself. Yeah, you're going to work. I can't tell you to say, oh, slow down, Gemini. Because you have your own integrity and you know what's best for you. But they are reminding you, don't burn out. Don't burn out. But what you're working on feels like this castle. Now, I mean that figuratively because they are drawing my eyes to this castle. I'll try to show you. Hopefully my camera can zoom it in here. There is a no, that's pretty shitty. Okay, there we go. There's a castle down here, and that is what the beaver is working towards, wanting to have a safe, secure place for not only themselves, but for their family and the people that they love. Something important here, I think, for you around that full moon in Aries, definitely, because there's full moons all over this card. So maybe keep your eyes out for that. All right, Gemini, let's get some clarifiers. This looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it's going to be a big turning point for you this month of October. Where you're really going to be, feeling, I'm trying to think of the right words to say here. Feels like you're going to be getting your mojo back. I feel like that's what they're saying. You're getting your mojo back. But it's not only just, but it's more than that. It's more than that, they're saying. It's not just getting your mojo back. It's like getting your mojo back and getting all the rewards and the blessings because you are really connecting back to yourself here. Ace of Swords. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I do have the Ace of Wands underneath the deck, and as I said, I always shuffle off camera. So this is a new beginning in your passion, and I can see it with the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, this could be a renewal in a relationship, right? Like it totally could be. It could be like, oh my God, you know what? We finally are on the same page. We're communicating way better. We're telling the honest truth about how we're really feeling. We're putting it together, and we're really letting go of anything that was harsh or that kind of didn't make us feel very good. And we're coming together. For some of you, it could be that as well. For some of you that might be single, you might be like, I'm not even in a relationship. You don't have to be. It's the energy of the card. It's about you feeling really in love with yourself and your life and the direction it's going. Getting your mojo back. Okay, let us get a clarifier on the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Gemini? I'm not going to go too deep in the clarifying because I really feel that this is the message that, okay, money, perhaps. It's the Five of Pentacles that has flipped out, clarifying the Eight of Swords. That feels like lack. So there's something that has been feeling very lackless. Like, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough support. I feel like everything's on my own shoulders. This person's by themselves and they're just weeping because they can't find their way out of this lack feeling. And for a lot of you, it could be physically, like really authentically not having enough. And that makes so much sense. Like I said, everything's so much tougher here in this world lately, at least in my opinion, Gemini. But see, this is changing. That is going to be changing. And I understand if that's a feeling of lack, you don't have enough, of course you feel stuck. Because it's hard. How do you get out of that, right? How do you get out of that? How do you change your circumstance? How do you change your situation? Well, this is where this Ace of Swords is coming in to lead you the way if you're unsure. So tap into you. You've got the answers inside of you. We have the star underneath the deck, which is Aquarius. That is about trusting in the divine. You're highly protected. Everything that is happening here is, as much as you probably don't want to hear this, you know, it is for your highest good, which kind of sucks when you're really going through the shit. But this is a renewal. It's also the promise that what you've been wanting, perhaps even wishing, asking for, it is coming true here. So really beautiful energy. Let's get a clarifier on the Let's see. Because, I mean, I don't want to go into any kind of, I call low vibing energy. Because it is a positive reading here. So I don't want to lead you on the wrong path. Whatever has been holding you back, whatever has been making you feel lack, you are changing that this month. And Gemini, you have so much strength and you have so much power. You have so much power to call this in. And it is coming into you. It wants to come towards you. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a clarifier on the Eight of Cups. What is Gemini walking away from? You're walking toward the sun. Ah, wow, look at, and I normally don't take reversals, but the Five of Swords flew out, but it flew out in reverse. This is what you're walking away from. This is beautiful. Upright Five of Swords is arguing. It's chaotic thinking. It's people not listening. It's bad communication. It could even be someone trying to outdo you, outwit you, outlast you. Isn't that some reality show title? Anyways, getting sidetracked. Oh, okay. It's Survivor. They just said Survivor. I should know that. I used to watch it a long time ago. Something like that. You have survived this. And it's done. It's over. That's what you're walking away from. You're not allowing, you are putting the foot down and you're not going to have any kind of combative kind of energy around you anymore, whether it's with you internally or with others, right? It's over. So you're literally walking away from it. It is calming all down here. We have got the Emperor on the bottom. Wow. Okay, so look, you are, what did I say? Back in your mojo. The Emperor's Aries card. I said there was something about the full moon, Gemini. Full moon in Aries, the 9th. And now we have Aries card. I don't know. I think for a lot of you guys, there's something huge happening around this full moon that is going to change the direction of how things have been going, and I think it's going to blow your socks off with the Emperor. That is a powerful card coming out, and that is really what they're giving me. There's so much power in your reading, followed by the Ace of Cups, which is that full, renewed, filled heart space. Your cup being filled could be new love. Again, it could be you reuniting with a loved one that you maybe both have not been on the same page, arguing, and even if it's not romantic, right? It could be family, friends, co-workers, etc., etc. But beautiful energy here. This is going to be a really powerful month, and I've been saying that to every sign. It's a big adjustment if we allow it in, and it is, but the adjustment is going to be so much better than where we have been at. So I'm going to leave it there. Gemini, I love this reading for you. So much power. And look, we've got your sign 1, 2, I don't like the Eight of Swords, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have the Star. So we've had your energy showing up quite a bit, as well as Aquarius and Libra. Things are really changing. So I would just say, remember to take care of yourself, because this amount of money that's coming towards you, this amount of love, this success that's coming towards you, if I know you well enough, or if I know your energy well enough, that is just going to inspire you to keep going. So again, Gemini, just remember, you deserve to sit back and relax a little bit too. And that won't stop the momentum that is coming towards you. It won't. It's just going to continue to increase. Very beautiful. Let me close your reading off. I would like to get you a pearl of wisdom and see if there's any final messages for you. This is just like, oh, I feel so relieved. That's really how I feel. Like, I just feel like this big, kind of like the Six of Swords, like how she's like, see you later. I'm done with the shit. I'm done with the crap. I'm moving somewhere else, and it's going to be so much better. That's you. Wow. Love it. All right, let's get a final card for Gemini to close out this beautiful reading. Let me know what you're working on here, or if this is resonating. I'd love to hear from you. I feel for some of you, there is some, I'm going to say invention, but it doesn't have to actually be a product. There's something that is coming to you that you're like, this makes sense. And it really makes you feel happy and excited. Excitement, I feel. This is so good. One final card, please, for Gemini. I'm going to shuffle it a couple more times. I want to make sure it is the right card that Spirit wants for you. This one? No? Okay, show me clearly, please. For Gemini. Gemini. Ooh, we've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but they want you to have it. We have reflection, we have tranquility, and we have wisdom. Ooh, that is some beautiful cards. And they're all birds, Gemini. They're all birds. And I don't know why I'm getting so excited that they're all birds, but birds fly. They, you know, they're in the air, your element. It's like you are getting back to you. Does that make sense? Like, oh, I hope that makes sense. Because I can feel it. It's like you are just back in you, connecting to you. And with that, you are a power force. A power, what's the word? Power force? A power force. I kind of keep hearing horse in my head. You're a power force to reckon with here in the month of October. Gorgeous. Okay, look, we've got a pink flamingo. And I don't know if they fly or not. I'm really not up to that. But, I mean, the other 2 birds definitely do. So we've got reflection. We are human. Who says we have to be perfect? Love yourself unconditionally as the angels do, and the actions and words of others will be the reflection. This is so wonderful because I feel like this is all about that 8 of Cups, walking away from what wasn't working, walking away from the arguments, from the people that didn't have your back. It's just so important for you to love yourself because you're beautiful. You know, you are beautiful. So then we have tranquility. Oh, such a cute little bird. And this also is going with this ritual thing. Find a tranquil setting and enjoy the quiet. Answers come more easily when the mind is empty of thoughts. You will feel freer when you let go of fears of not achieving. Ooh, that's pretty damn good here. Because that really is kind of almost like counterbalancing the 5 of coins and the 8 of swords. It's like, it's true. When you can kind of work through our fears and we can kind of not put the focus on it, that's when everything really starts to gain momentum because we're putting our energy into a positive vibration. And finally, we have wisdom, which is a peacock. Do peacocks fly? You'd think I would know that. I don't. I just know that they have beautiful feathers. It says, do you define yourself by others' expectations? Again, it says, release fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself and flow. Trust your inner wisdom. Beautiful. Well said, Spirit. Thank you for giving that to Gemini. That is the message here. This is about you getting really connected back to you and watch how beautiful things come your way and watch how your life expands in amazing different scenarios here. A lot of money, a lot of security, a lot of stability. Love this for you, Gemini. I hope it resonates in some beautiful way for you. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I send you love, hugs, kisses, and have a beautiful month. And hope to see you back at a later time.